Hello and welcome to the first of what may be a series of videos about us moving or buying a house here in the Netherlands. We'll see. We'll see if you like them. If you don't like them, it probably won't be a series and this may be the only episode, but hey.
Or think about it this way. What if we love this home, we put a bid in on it, and they accept it?
Okay, yeah, okay. I guess there's multiple ways that this could be the only episode of the series. Well, no, would be us moving.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
We are at Stadspolders, which is a part of Dordrecht. It is a 4-minute train ride on this train that goes to the main central station here in Dordrecht. So it's very convenient. We're about to look at an apartment here. And, there's also a really big shopping center here that we really like that has a bunch of stuff in it. So we'll show you that later. And yeah, look at this really beautiful little bridge thing going on here.
Over
nice
here.
Back here.
All this nature and everything.
So it's really competitive right now buying a house, or I mean, especially renting in the Netherlands, but we're talking about buying today. So the way that home showings work, you send in a message to the makelaar that's in charge of the listing. If you do it within like the first 15 minutes of the listing being live, you may get a chance at seeing the property. And they'll be like, hey, you can come on this one day at this one time. And you basically just have to decide, can I do it? So we missed out on a lot of really interesting places because we just weren't available. I guess everyone's available, or it just doesn't matter. Like they're just like, take it or leave it. Anyway, so we're currently on our walk to the place at the predetermined time and date that they established for us.
Yes. Oh, and this showing is actually a little interesting because it's called a duo appointment. So I guess there's going to be a couple of other people looking at the apartment when we're there, and we've never experienced that so far.
Yeah, we don't usually have people watch us when we look at apartments.
No, but I mean,
I kind of like the idea of it, don't you?
Yeah, like the thrill.
Yeah, the thrill of having.
It's like a bit of like a voyeurism situation.
No, you gave away the joke. That was the joke.
Isn't the joke funnier when you explain it to me?
No, it's not.
My expectations for this place have been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So
roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, it's when you drop the R.
Yeah. That's how crazy they are, though. They don't have time for a second or a third R. Anyway, I started off being really excited about this place because not a lot of homes pop up in Stadspolders.
Yeah, and we really do want to live in this area.
Yeah, at least in our price range anyway. So I was like, oh, this is it, finally. So I contacted them, booked the appointment, and then afterwards I was like,
it's really far away.
There was some confusion about the address of the place. And it's actually twice as far away from the train station in Stadspolders as I was originally thinking. And that made me like a little less excited about it.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I know you are. I think
I was the one who convinced you to actually still look at it.
Yeah, you have a bit more of an issue with noise than I do.
I like peace and quiet.
He likes peace and quiet.
I want to live in the city, but I also want it to be quiet.
I mean, I want that too. Like, I want everything outside of my door, but I want it to be dead silent.
Yeah,
basically
after 10
most
o'clock.
Of the day.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that you get that anywhere, you know?
Well, we will see you again after the showing. Wish us luck.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we just wrapped up the showing, and we actually just also walked 20 minutes back to the station and the shopping center, and it was very difficult for Michelle and I not to talk about our feelings about the place because we're going to wait until after we eat lunch so we could actually film it. But over here, this is the shopping center. Over here, the best oliebollen in Dordrecht is usually here, when it's oliebollen season. Here is a Plus Supermarket, which is a great supermarket that actually has remarkably good grocery store sushi, believe it or not. There's an Aldi here, there's an Albert Heijn back there, and a Hema. And then we're going to here for lunch with Verhagen, which is a snack bar chain that I don't think we've ever been to in a proper BUNCHARTED video, but people have asked for it. Beep. Okay, so first thing we walked in, and the makelaar was like, it's really small, but, and I was like, no. I really like the size.
Yeah, I thought the size was perfect.
So going into the living room, this place was not staged. It was just someone who I lived very minimally.
I thought it was staged though.
I thought it had the perfect amount of space for like a couch TV, and it had good light from the outside. Yep. And then it was also facing the back, so it would be really quiet, which I also liked.
Yeah, that was nice. I also really like how there's space for a desk behind the couch.
And 2 desks. I mean, we could probably have our desks side by side.
Yeah, and they still had space for a tiny little dining table for 2 or 3 people, so we could definitely fit both of our desks back there.
Yeah, and then the bedroom, I thought, it had enough room for 2 nightstands, a queen size bed or whatever it's called here.
Yeah, the only thing that was difficult about this bedroom was that there wasn't a closet, and there wasn't a lot of space for one, but he had this really cool solution where he was hanging his shirts on that pipe
We
situation.
need a lot more space than that, though.
Yeah, we would need way more space, so the makelaar suggested actually getting rid of this door to the hallway and making that the
Yeah.
closet, which seems like it would work pretty well.
Yeah.
The downside of the bedroom is that the front window of the bedroom, or the only window in the bedroom, was facing the front door, and everyone like would walk along that area to get
I
to
think
their
that might be
home.
kind of normal in the Netherlands.
Yeah. But I wish it was reversed almost, so you wouldn't have people like walking by your bedroom window. So that was like a bit of a downside for
Agreed.
me. Yeah. This was the most amazing kitchen.
Yep.
I'm going to talk about this for 5 minutes. You're
Yep.
going to have to edit
That's
so
fine.
much of it. So the kitchen had 2 sinks, which was incredible.
Well, 2 basins.
Yeah, 2 sink basins, which was amazing. It also had a really big oven, and the microwave and the oven were separate.
And there was a dishwasher. The bathroom, there was a washer.
Yeah, there was a
So
washer.
there's space for a washer, not a dryer probably.
Yeah,
then.
because the heating rack is over there, so I think it would squeeze the space for a dryer, which is fine. I don't think we necessarily need one.
The size of the bathroom was not a problem for me except for the toilet.
Oh my
The
gosh.
toilet itself was just like, there was no room to sit on the toilet. So I mean, overall, it met a lot of our needs, but I think between the toilet, it's
Yeah.
at the higher end of like what we want to spend too.
Yeah, it is.
So like knowing that, plus the fact that there's like that tiny toilet and the fact that like the bedroom is right, we just really like peace and quiet at night, y'all. Like that's so important to us.
Yeah, the neighborhood was really nice though, and I think the neighborhood would be quiet. The size was perfect though. I think it's 43 square meters, and I thought that that was small. But going inside of it, I was like, wow, this is actually, I kind of know what we're looking for now based on that size.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We have like 5 days to change our mind.
Yeah, I think
But
it's
right now I'm
until-
leaning no.
Yeah, me too, but let's talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, hello. It's been 3 days. 3 days. And we are now in Blerick, which is outside of Venlo, or part of Venlo.
It's part of Venlo,
It's part of Venlo,
technically.
technically, but it has its own train station, which we just, it's back there. And we're about to look at another place. And it was much farther away than the other one.
Yeah.
Wait, you had something to say?
Just a little further
Oh,
away.
okay, yeah. All right, Michelle's doing an Instagram story, but we are at Bufka's, which is a, I think, Limburg staple here in the Netherlands, like a sandwich chain. We went to one in Oudenbosch, and that video is on our Patreon. They were okay. It wasn't as good as I was hoping, but I think getting it in Limburg is probably the thing to do. So that's what we're doing. It's also Monday, and it's like one of the only things that are open. So here's the reveal of what we got. Michelle, do you want to start?
Yes. I got the broche falafel,
It
which
looks
looks
really good.
really good. I think this is the sauce that I really like, the maharama sauce, where it's
Okay.
like walnuts and sweet tomatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yes.
And then I got the Verum Sink, which I think is like a Burtje Beenham. I got this in Oudenbosch, and the ham was like super overcooked and dry, but I'm giving it a second chance today. I feel like it deserves a second chance.
It already looks a lot better than it did before.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's really good.
All right.
Yeah, the ham is not overcooked at all. I do have sauce all over my hands though. Okay, so the Bufka's was in this shopping center that's back here that had an Albert Heijn, an Italian shop that also did sandwiches and espresso too. Zeeman,
Yeah.
Hema, and like an Atos-like store.
Yeah.
And a Domino's. So that was nice. There's a lot of stuff back there. There's a Bakker Bart.
There's an ice cream
There's an
place.
ice cream place. I'm just trying to walk around and get a feel for the city center of Blerick because we've literally never been here before, but this is where we would be doing all of our things.
Most of our like daily shopping, probably. Does it look scary?
Okay, hi. So it's like a month later, and we'll talk about why it's a month later in a minute. But first, we realized that we never actually talked about what we're looking for in a home here.
Okay, so first, we want to be near a train station. Even though Alex does have his license, we don't prefer to drive.
And we take the train a lot because we obviously travel a lot for our videos.
We're looking for something that we can move into right away that doesn't require a lot of work, but maybe a little bit of work. Something that we can really make our own over a period of time.
We want something small, either a one-bedroom or a well-laid out studio would do.
And something that's close to some good food and a grocery store.
Yeah, and good food is flexible.
It needs to be located on the top floor. I think that's probably our only deal breaker.
Yeah, Michelle doesn't like having neighbors above us.
I can't deal with it.
It's her weird little thing. And you get one.
I get one.
Everyone gets one.
This is it.
And then finally, it has to be under 300,000 euros. Yes, we know that's aggressive, especially right now in the home buying market, but we've found a few places and we're confident we can do it if we keep our options open.
Exactly.
Okay, so with those things in mind, let's talk about the apartment in Blerick.
This was the well laid out studio that we were really hoping for.
Yeah, and it had air conditioning.
Which was a nice bonus.
Yeah, the floors were a little meh.
But I think if we just got some really big rugs in there, it would be totally fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and then this hallway would have been really good for some storage too. And that's the toilet over there.
It would not have been. There was no room for anything in there.
I think you could find some storage space here. Standard toilet, sink situation.
Yeah, not much to report there.
And it had this nice little nook for a washer and a dryer.
Yeah. They had the tiniest little bathroom that was like almost part of the bedroom.
I was going to say, this is an open concept bathroom.
Yeah. The kitchen was perfect.
The kitchen was absolutely perfect. I mean, it didn't have a dishwasher, but again, that's not a deal breaker for me.
But it had an oven.
It had an oven and a microwave.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it was pretty new too. And then here's the bedroom space. This was nice because while it is still a studio, it had its own separate bedroom around the corner.
Yeah, and you can't see in this picture, but there was a skylight too, which was nice. The other thing I liked about that place was that it had new windows and screens in the windows, or screens in one of the windows.
Which is fine by me. I get bitten by mosquitoes all the time in the summer.
We also have a cat.
Yeah, that is true. We don't want our cat to fall out the window.
Yeah, but it was pretty big. I mean, overall, like for a studio, it actually was like, it was a nice size.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't many negatives to this one at all.
No storage.
No storage.
No storage.
But I think when we're looking at a studio, we're probably going to be dealing with that no matter what, but we would have to buy extra furniture.
Yeah, and get rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff because there was no storage.
There's no storage. So here's the thing. I'm worried about moving that far away while still taking care of a sick cat. I would love to have that apartment a bit closer to Dordrecht so we could keep our same vet.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good reenactment, Michelle, because that was a conversation we had a month ago.
It's true.
But luckily, in that amount of time, another place popped up in Gorkum.
Yeah.
This place was awesome.
It was so beautiful.
Look at this kitchen.
This kitchen was amazing. It was brand new, and there's a ton of storage in it too.
No oven.
No oven.
But I didn't expect one.
That's okay.
There was a dishwasher. And this is a studio, so they had like a living room area, and it was broken up from the bedroom by some wardrobes that we were planning on asking to keep.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't hurt that this furniture was our style too, but I mean, it's so
it's
pretty.
Our couch.
Yeah.
They also have the wood beam ceilings, which I really liked, and they were really high, so it didn't really feel like it was that small of a space.
Yeah, it gave for a very dramatic feel too. Y'all, this bathroom was huge.
It was a big bathroom.
In the pictures, it looked so small, and there was also a ton of storage. Like this whole cabinet on the left was storage.
There's no spot for a dryer though.
There was no spot
I could
for
live
a
with
dryer.
that.
But that's
well, you're
okay.
the one that does the most of the laundry, so
we could figure it out. And then here's the little section for a bedroom. Again, they had those wardrobes dividing the living room from the bedroom, and it's still a pretty big bedroom space in my opinion.
Yeah, and they also had a little spot that they were using as like a dining table area. We'd probably put our desks or something there.
I can't believe this place was only 40 square meters because it did feel a lot bigger than what I was expecting.
I was really excited to look at the place in Gorkum because I mean it's close to Dordrecht and it solved the being far away from the vet issue.
Yeah, and I feel like Gorkum's been like calling us a little bit because we've been there so many times, and it has the Fabo. Yeah.
Well, that was why it called us there.
Yeah, originally. I guess that's the initial reason.
Yeah, but then we kept going back because we did that over 3 days.
It is true.
And then we filmed the vlog.
We're familiar with it.
We're familiar with Gorkum.
So the first place.
Yeah, so the first place is in Dordrecht, and I did not expect that we were going to be able to find a place in Dordrecht in our price range.
No way.
And we'd be able to keep Hans's same vet.
Yes.
Which would be very nice right now.
However, it did have a couple of negatives.
Yes.
The bedroom was in the front of the apartment, so any of our neighbors coming home at night would have to pass by our window.
That everyone would have to walk right by.
Exactly. And I do not think you would be able to physically use the toilet in the bathroom.
Well, I mean, never say never. Okay, so the home in Blerick.
It was the perfect studio layout for us, and it had air conditioning, which is a nice bonus.
But it was really, really far away from Dordrecht, so we'd have to change Pants's vet.
Yeah.
Which we don't really want to do right now, no matter how much we want to live in that part of the Netherlands. Okay, so the home in Gorkum.
This place was absolutely beautiful. No work required at all. And it's still really close to Dordrecht, so I think we could even keep Pants's vet.
Yes, but upon further inspection, it is the top floor of this building, and I'm pretty sure like it is going to get outrageously hot in the summertime.
I've read horror stories on Reddit about people living in apartments or attic apartments here.
Yeah, and there's no way that we can install air conditioning there. The airflow would be fine, but like it would get pretty hot.
It was a big concern.
Yeah, so that's definitely something to consider. We didn't make an offer on any of them.
We did learn two really big things. We really like Gorkum, and we really like Venlo.
Yes, what a learning.
I'm excited about that learning.
So in the short term, we are going to keep looking, but we're mostly going to focus our efforts on like Dordrecht and Horncombe and whatever else is in the area around here. We do still want to move.
Yeah.
But while Pants is getting better, we don't really want to change vets. I think that was our really big learning coming out of this.
Yeah.
We're hoping maybe in like 6 months or so, we could start looking again in the eastern part of the Netherlands.
We like it out there a lot.
There's a lot more to explore. Like we could go see a different part of the country and a lot easier. And yeah, I don't know. It's not the right time to move that far away. But knock on wood, it is soon.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So if you want to stay in the loop, be sure to subscribe. And if you like the style of video, like if you want to see us do another Hellsounders ripoff, be sure to give this video a like. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
Till done. Ah.